Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's EpicsArchive, and here's 10 things you need to know about the weapons in Battlefield 1. DICE updated the Battlefield website, and on the Battlefield 1 page, there's a weapons tab. Here, viewers can read a Q&A with weapon designer Julian Schimek, read some extra information on weapons, and there's a slot to check back for more information in the future. Today we are going to be taking a look at the 10 things you need to know about the weapons in Battlefield 1. Starting off, weapons are going to feel fast. If your weapon choice is an assault rifle or a powerful LMG, Battlefield 1 is loaded with guns to scratch your trigger finger on. In general, all of the weapons might feel a little faster than you'd expect. On top of adding drag and gravity to the bullets themselves, they've increased the bullet velocity. This speeds things up and makes the gunplay feel more authentic. Next, there are 6 categories of weapons. There are your shotguns, SMGs, LMGs, semi-autos, sidearms, and sniper rifles. Following that, there's a ton of variety. Each weapon type has multiple different weapons to choose from. The weapons of the era were incredibly varied. In fact, many of the weapons of World War I were the first successful versions of those weapons. The first SMGs and automatic rifles were deployed during the era, and you can use them in Battlefield 1. Also, they are super effective. Technology hurtled forward during World War I, leading to absolutely incredible, efficient weapons that were damn good at doing what they were designed to do. Whether you're blasting holes in walls, or taking down hidden enemies, or sniping from across the map, you'll find the gunplay in Battlefield 1 feels modern and fun. Following that, weapon customization is more focused. They definitely want to allow you to customize your weapons in Battlefield 1, but they also heard the feedback that we should try to find a way to do this without adding hundreds of additional attachments. That's why Battlefield 1 utilizes preset loadouts for each weapon. You're still able to customize your weapons to make sure they work with your playstyle, but in a more focused way. That brings up this next subject of each weapon has up to 3 presets. Maybe you want a shotgun that packs a little more punch, or maybe you'd rather one that trades stability for accuracy. The different weapon presets should help you out. Some have up to 3, giving you different ways to play with the same weapons. You're able to customize them as well, changing the zoom levels, reticles, and more. I'm afraid that these presets may be similar to the systems we have seen in Call of Duty supply drops, where there are specific weapons that give the user an advantage, but the only way these are accessible would be through battle packs. If it is this system, we'll have to wait to see how balanced it is before we determine whether players will be upset or if they'll like the weapon variant system. Next, there are multiple types of melee weapons. Getting up close and personal was an important part of the Great War, and while you have plenty of options if you'd rather keep your distance, you'll also be able to use different types of melee weapons, each with their own attack speeds and damage outputs. Some even double as a tool, giving you the ability to cut barbed wire, destroy barricades, or even damage light vehicles. We now know that barbed wire and barricades can be used in the game to potentially block areas off of the map, or for objectives. Something we heard about earlier was you'll be able to perform bayonet charges. Being able to close the gap between you and your enemy is very important, especially when you're going for a melee kill. Attaching a bayonet to the end of your gun helps make that a little easier, letting you charge at your enemies. Make contact, and they're on the fast track to the graveyard. It has already been confirmed that once the charge sequence begins, you will be unable to stop until the charge has ended or your path has been obstructed. Also, frags aren't the only type of grenades. Besides being able to toss traditional fragmentation grenades, you'll also be able to use gas grenades, which are low damage but their gas lingers for a long time, incendiary grenades, which are high damage but for a limited time, and more. Using the right one at the right time can be the difference between life and death. And finally, the audio fidelity is top notch. DICE is known for delivering some of the best audio quality in gaming, and they're not going to disappoint with the weapon sounds in Battlefield 1. From the bang of a shotgun to the clink of an empty click, they recorded a huge amount of real-world audio to use in the game. You can even tell when your magazine is running out of ammo now. Your firing sound slightly changes when your ammo is low. I think the sound change when the magazine is running low will allow players of a higher skill to fight better in core and hardcore game modes. The more attention to detail they have while playing, the more of an asset they could be for their team. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like. It helps out more than you know. If you didn't, smack that dislike button, check out the previous video, answer the riddle, and I'll see you in the next one.